Hi, everyone. It's Kristi Gustafson Barlette with 20 Things Plus on Times Union Live. I think you're probably just watching me sitting here looking around because I did not realize that our producer told me to go live. So I'm sorry about that. That was my fault, not hers. Anyway, Times Union 20 Things Plus is a feature on Times Union Live where we meet somebody who we previously featured on the Times Union's 20 Things You Don't Know About Me. 20 Things You Don't Know About Me. Every Monday morning, we meet someone in the capital region and we learn, as the name suggests, 20 new things about them. Now, throughout today's broadcast, you can ask questions live on our Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter channels. And today, the person we have joining us is one of my favorite journalists in the capital region, and that is Lydia Kulbida. She's a news anchor and reporter over at WTEN and FOX23. And Lydia is a true professional, and she would not have had that blip in the beginning where she didn't know what was going on and had to be told twice to go live. So welcome, Lydia.
No, trust me, I have had my fair share of mistakes. Anytime somebody else makes a mistake, I do not laugh, Kristi, because there but for the grace of God go I in making another one.
I'm texting my mother saying momentarily, and all of a sudden I'm being told go, go, go. So we're gonna go. All right, so you are going to share with us, we're going to update 2 of your original 20 things, and then you'll share 3 new things. I know you are one of the busiest women who I follow on social media, and you always have so much going on. So let's start with an update. 2 of the ones that you have to update us on. What's the first one?
I think the first one is, I told everybody how I love adventurous food. You know, we love trying to help you, especially when we travel. That's kind of made me we made a picnic in the living room. We also did Thanksgiving cooking in and made Thanksgiving in May because we weren't together for Thanksgiving this past fall. So we did it. That's one of our favorite holidays. And let's see, another one, Cinco de Mayo was a good one. And we love our blue margaritas. So yeah, Mother's Day, I have my caviar and blini, a little smoked salmon there. And just trying to be as adventurous as we still can as we're staying at home.
Who's the main cook in the house, or do you, your husband, and your daughters all kind of get in the kitchen? I know you showed some pictures of you doing a couple of the Ukrainian meals all cooking together. Do you all cook all the meals?
When it was just the 2 of us at home before both girls came home during the stay at home, my husband was cooking the majority of the meals, and I'm the holiday person. But now that we're all 4 of us home, we're taking turns. We'll either cook something all together, or we'll say, you know, tonight I want to do this, and then that person is in charge. Let's see, tonight, Friday night, going into Memorial Day weekend, lots of barbecues. So we are all going to pitch in, do either a side dish or part of the entree, and do a big grill outside tonight.
And what is your contribution going to be?
So I'm not quite sure yet. Irene found a couple of interesting recipes, so I don't know if I'm going to do the one that she found, watermelon with feta cheese and mint and a whole bunch of other interesting things there, or our regular mozzarella basil tomato side salad. We're doing grilled burgers tonight, both black and blue burgers and veggie burgers, because we're not all meat eaters anymore.
That's right. Your daughter is a vegetarian or vegan?
Was a vegan, ended up being a vegetarian when she went to study abroad. It was a little harder being vegan out there, but going back to vegan now.
Well, I know that if people follow you on social media, on Instagram and Facebook, you'll post photos of those foods and make us all salivate because we want them. All right.
They are delicious. I got to say that we're all good cooks, thankfully.
All right, now your next one. What's the next one you're going to update us on?
The next one I wanted to update was our travel, because I realized as I was looking back at the last 20 things, it's been 3 years since we did that. The last line on all the travel that we've done was looking forward to our next vacation in France, the first time we were going to go. Never made it to France. So some of the other that we've gone to, this was one of our best family vacations, a trip up the California coast. From San Diego, we landed and then drove up to San Francisco. This was Bermuda. We stopped with our oldest daughter working on a cruise ship there. That was a lot of fun because she got to take us behind the scenes and We could see they have jails on cruise ships. I had no idea that that was happening. So, I guess,
You get a little out of control after drinking too many and you have to go to a ship jail.
you do. So it was fascinating to get a behind the scenes look of where the crew lives, the crew mess, all of that stuff. Now that she was working on, that was the Norwegian Escape. All those boats don't have any passengers right now, and we were lucky enough to get her home before the flights were shut down from a lot of places.
Well, on one trip, I don't think I see a photo here. Wasn't it this past year when you were in Vegas? Because I think I accidentally got on one of your family text chains. Do you remember this?
There's
you texted me and said your daughter
down in that corner. So yeah, that was last year. That was our last trip to Vegas. First trip to Vegas was 2016 for our 25th anniversary. And it was my first trip. My husband had been a few times before, and I was like,
Very cool. Okay, so before we move on to the 3 new things, I just want to remind people that if they have questions for Lydia, you can ask them on the Times Union's Facebook on this live video. You can ask them on our YouTube channel on this video, as well as on Twitter. So now we're going to go on to your 3 new things. And I know there's so much going on in your life that we actually had to narrow it down to 3 because you had so many things.
I was going to say so many things. I feel like the first one's a little boring, we're talking about we're a puzzle family. People either are puzzle families or they're not puzzle families. And every Christmas vacation when we would get together with the cousins, the kids would always do one puzzle and we kind of hunch over them and spend all night putting the puzzle together. But during this shutdown, we have been going through puzzle pandemonium. The Wonder Woman puzzle was great to do. That New Yorker puzzle was a killer. A lot of empty white space on that one. We loved it. This one was a souvenir of our recent trip to Italy, to Florence, where we actually saw Birth of Venus in the museum there. So that one was wonderful to put together. But the next one was not so great. We ended up putting it away. We're taking a break. I didn't realize how hard photos each puzzle.
So you'll come back to it maybe depending on how long we're in lockdown, and then maybe you'll revisit.
Yep, or we'll save it till Christmas vacation again when we can have more cousins working on it.
That sounds good. All right, and then what is your 3rd one? What's your last one?
Last one or second one?
Oh, on second one. I'm sorry.
Second one, we ended up being, which kind of works well with all the food cooking that we've been doing the past 2 months. I did a story on Saratoga olive oil a few years ago and walked out of there with 2 olive oils, 2 vinegars. That's now grown to like 30 something bottles. We usually have 10 that we go to on the counter. If we do grilled pineapple tonight for the barbecue, I'm going to try one of the other ones we don't use very often, a black cherry balsamic vinegar. So we're a little olive oil and vinegar obsessed.
What would you say is the most you've ever spent on a bottle of olive oil? Because I know they can get really expensive.
Oh, they can. I would say probably, and I can't even remember how much it costs now because it was in euros. It's probably a bottle of truffle oil that we brought back from Italy in January.
All right, very cool. And now the last one. Now I'm on the right spot. What is your 3rd? This to me is not only your 3rd and final one, it's also by far the most impressive. This is awesome.
Well, it's brand new for me. I completed my first Spartan obstacle race in 2017, a couple of months after the 20 things appeared. And one of the things that had popped up in the original 20 things was people had been Googling my name, Lydia Kulbida, and weight loss, because I'd lost 35 pounds over the years. And that was just from, I had been an athlete in high school and college and taught aerobics and dance. And I finally got back into that, but I had not gotten into being competitive again until this Spartan race. And oh boy, I was petrified when I started it because I did it with a bunch of other people. I didn't want to feel like I was holding them back. And when I finished it, I cried and ran away. I couldn't even celebrate with them. I made my husband, there he is carrying me from Fenway Park. Maybe it's because we're both from New York City originally, and neither of us as Yankees fans wanted to be around Fenway Park very long. But, you know, I had a shot and a beer after that and said, you know what, I'm hooked. That other picture there is when I finished the Spartan Beast, which is a much longer race on Killington Mountain. And that took me more than 8 hours to complete. I did that one on my own, and I realized that, you know, also real mindset change goes to that. A double okay, this might be my last picture of this race. I don't know if I'm ever going to finish. And I said, no, I'm going to do it. I'm going to finish. No matter how slowly I'm putting one foot in front of the other, I'm going to finish what I started. And then I also stopped apologizing, because along the way I had said,
So do you think you would do another one?
oh my gosh, yeah. So after I did that one in 2017, which was a sprint, a short race, I did 4 in 2018. I did 3 in 2019. So far in 2020, haven't been able to do any. We'll see. They're supposed to start up again in August. I haven't officially signed up for any besides the Beast again in September, the longest one. We'll see how that goes. I've got a couple of half marathons, full marathons coming up, and hopefully they all go off.
Very impressive. All right, very good. Well, thank you. Now, will you stick around? We're going to give 3 clues to see if people, if viewers and readers can guess who may be Monday's 20 things.
Okay, I'm not a good guesser, but I would surely like to try.
Well, I will also tell you something. We chose her because it's a woman, and we chose her because it's Memorial Day, and Memorial Day is obviously a big day for barbecues, Memorial Day weekend. So you may be barbecuing something that she created or made. So here's the thing. She works in a sausage plant, and she has done every single job at Belinsky Sausage Manufacturing Company in Cohoes, from stuffing the sausages to packing to loading trucks and coming up with recipes. Okay, that's the first one.
Gotcha.
The second one, that's the big one. The second one is her favorite place is Lake George. She spent summers there with her grandparents as a kid. Her wedding was even on one of the steamboats, the Mohegan, and she spends time there with her family. She has 2 teenage sons and a husband. I'm gonna add one in there too. Her husband, who she met at Cornell right when she started school, and she graduated from Cornell. And that they spend summers up there, and she does post photos of that sometimes online. And the last one is, not only is she a sausage maker, she also has a master's degree in U.S. foreign policy and international security from Tufts. So this is a super accomplished woman.
I was about to use that word, accomplished, but you're right, super accomplished. I know Dr. Jerry Belinsky, the veterinarian, and his wife Darlene, and their lovely daughter Annie. I used to teach Ukrainian dance too, but I don't know who this is.
All right, well, if anybody,
I think I'm going to be kicking myself Monday, aren't I?
I think if anybody has some guesses, last week we had JT Fetch, that was the person we previewed, and readers sent us guesses via Twitter, Facebook, and some even emailed me, and some people got it right. I feel like we gave even more clues for today's, so we'll see. If you have a guess, you can send it to us, like I said, on Twitter, either Times Union, @Times Union, or @JustKristi. You can comment on this video. Of course, you can send an email, but anyway, just take your guess, and on Monday morning at 7 a.m., that 20 things you don't know about me will be live, and we will all have our answer. Thank you so much, Lydia, for joining us, and we will see you next time on 20 Things Plus on Times Union Live.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Thanks, Lydia.
Oh, I feel like I monopolized the conversation. I'm sorry.
No, not at all.
I babbled because I'm sitting here in my kitchen sweating right now. Ah.